This is what I want you to think about when you think about changing the way you talk to yourself. Think about also using what are called affirmations. And I don't mean the silly ones that you heard on Saturday Night Live back from way back when. But these actually have real value. Remember, what you say to yourself determines 95% of your emotional state at any one moment. So if you can be positive and say positive things, you can dramatically impact your emotional state at any one given time. And that has a direct influence on your confidence. So use affirmations. I am a great golfer. I make great golf swings. Use the 3 P's to create your own personal affirmation. So be positive to yourself. Here are the three P's. First of all, it has to be in the present tense. I am, I do, not I will, or someday I'll, but make your affirmations in the present tense. Second, make them personal. Start it with I. I am, I can, I do. And lastly, make them be positive. I am a great golfer. I make great golf shots. I totally commit to every shot. Use those positive affirmations to stop the stream of talk, internal dialogue, and divert it into positive energy. This is one of the ways we've already when we go back to the very beginning, we think about all those components and how many of them are within our control. So many of them start with the way we talk to ourselves. So use these techniques, use the 3 P's, use affirmations to be nice to yourself. Second thing, use visualization. The rules for visualization for you to use are: number 1, be positive. Number 2, be clear. See clearly what it is that you want to achieve or do. And number 3, make it real. Yes, make it real. If you can see it, you can achieve it. I am a great golfer. Now, you may not be a great golfer today, so is that real? Well, of course it is. You're just saying it in advance. See a great shot. See yourself achieving what it is that you want to accomplish. If you can see it clearly enough, then you're always going to be hitting that second putt, won't you? Oh, I've done this so many times in my brain already that the last one was easy. That was like the 10th or 11th time I hit it. Here's another trick, and lastly, I'll get to this, and then we've got just a few more things. Practice selective memory. All good athletes do. Let's go back to external confidence. Hit one good shot after another, our confidence is soaring. You hit one bad one, what do? You say, that shot was an aberration, that's not me. The guy who just made all those good ones, that's me. So you practice selective memory. Is that cheating? Yes. Do it. And use that same technique when you practice. Right? When you're out there and you start getting ready and you're done working on your technique and working on swing changes and things like that, and now you're working on grooving your swing and learning to forget and hitting good golf shots, right? When you hit a really good golf shot, and even when you do this out on the golf course, when you hit a really good golf shot, memorize it. Put it in your memory bank. We're going to talk about visualization again in the future fairly soon, but put it in what I call your visual archives, your visual memory bank. In fact, we have a term that we use around our golf course, we call it a Picasso shot. Now, where does that come from? Picasso, when he used to paint, used to stare at a canvas and stare at it until the complete picture came to him. As far as he was concerned, that was the hard work. Once he had the picture in his mind, it was just engineering. After that, he'd step up and he would paint it. And then when he was done, the picture would match exactly the one like the picture he had in his brain. And he would say to himself, that's a Picasso. And so when you hit a golf shot that matches exactly what you had in your mind before you hit it, you stand there and you soak as much of it in as you can. You remember as much of it as you can. And then you turn to your friends and say, that was a Picasso. If Picasso played golf, he would have hit that shot. So the more of those that you can store up, whether you're playing or practicing, guess what? That becomes a very strong memory bank to pull on for your confidence. You're standing up there and you're thinking, oh my gosh, there's a right to left wind and there's trouble on the left-hand side. But I remember the shot that I hit that was just exactly like this on that par 3 where my ball went out and did just that. Let me do that again. Bang. And you hit it because you can remember so well that shot. You can picture it so clearly. And you have nothing but positive reaction. You have nothing but positive memories of that shot. How confident would you be? Very confident. Call those anchors. We'll get to those in a few other in another session when we talk a little bit more and more in depth on visualization. Okay, but practice selective memory. When you're out here on the range and you hit a really good one, right? Don't just pull out another one and try and do it again. Stand there, stare at it, hold the pose. Wait for someone to go get a camera, whatever, you know. But drink as much of it in as you can. Memorize it. And think, gosh, that felt really good. The balance is great. My finish is good. The ball went the way I wanted it to be. I love that shot. That was a great shot. Balls. So keep that in the back of your mind.